Okay, go.
Yeah, it's something you gotta learn if you're gonna be a video a YouTuber.
Here, go. Sorry. It's
You must be in the attic. Yes.
people don't know how cool it is.
You remember these chairs?
Mm-hmm.
I had these chairs. Please push button. Ready, Finn?
Okay, go whenever you're ready.
Here at the Kennedy farmhouse, John Brown prepares for his raid on Harper's Ferry. His plan was to steal guns from the United States arsenal located there. With these guns, John Brown planned to arm escaped slaves and help them set up a refuge in the Virginia mountains. Behind you is the Harper's Ferry train station the evening of the raid. Ironically, the first person to be killed by the raiding party was a freed slave, Shepherd Hayden, a porter at the train station.
Here we are. The first death during the raid. The purpose of John Brown's raid on Harper's Ferry was to obtain weapons for escaped slaves. Ironically, the first person to be killed by the raiding party of the night of October 16th, 1859, was freed slave Hayward Shepherd, the station porter.
Here's one. You read this one?
Yeah, that's the one that played.
Oh, okay.
Scenes continue downstairs. Come on. You said that, right?
Yeah. That was the recording. Edward Shepherd.
Here you are.
Early morning in Harper's Ferry, John Brown and his men rounded up some townspeople and held them hostage in the small Harper's Ferry engine house. The next day, federal troops under the command of Robert E. Lee arrived in the troubled town and surrounded the engine house. Brown would not surrender, and the decision was made to storm the building and take Brown and his men by force. Twelve Marines, led by Lieutenant Green, smashed their way in and simply overtook Brown and his men. Here, John Brown, himself injured by a saber slash, supports his dying son, Oliver.
You know what? These are different. I'm sorry. You want to read that one? It's a kind of summary. I have to read that. Only if you want to. There you go. Capture of John Brown. After Brown and his small band had held the firehouse for about 46 hours, U.S. Marines under Robert E. Lee smashed their way in. This is the scene at the moment. Hostages stand to one side. Brown kneeling supports his dying son Oliver while trying to ward off blows. The governor asks questions. Now a wounded captive Brown lies in the office of the arsenal paymaster, along with another raider, Aaron Stevens. Around them are Governor Henry, a wise of Virginia, Colonel Lewis, and W. Washington. Colonel Lewis and W. Washington, who had been Brown's hostage, J.E.B. Stuart, and Senator James Mason.
So he looks like an old man. He must have been in his 60s. Because the other place, he was 58 when he was trying to do the deal in Canada.
Yeah. Very cool. Here's some pictures. Move on. Okay, let's go. The trial of John Brown. Here's a scene during the trial of John Brown at Charleston, Virginia, now Charlestown, with WVA. Brown, not fully recovered from sword wounds, lies on a cot. Judge Richard Parker and the prosecutor Andrew Hunter are listening to George Hoyt, one of Brown's lawyers. Here. Can you? It's actually fine if you show my face because I just remembered that I could
edit it out. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, looks like they're in jail. The last goodbye. Here, John and Mary Brown say their last goodbyes in Brown's cell at Charleston. The morning of December 2nd, 1859, nearby is Captain John Avis, waiting to take Brown to the gallows. Brown doesn't look like it's going to end good for him.
You have just seen a series of exhibits depicting highlights of the controversial life of John Brown. The true character of John Brown is as much an enigma today as it was when he attacked Harper's Ferry with a handful of men, and as it was when he set foot on the gallows at Charlestown and waited with serenity for the drop into eternity. One thing is indisputable. John Brown was motivated by pure idealism. He wanted to free the enslaved of this nation, to lift the sin of slavery from the conscience of America. His memory goes marching on.
You should get videos of all these too.
Now we have all the people. All these people came and barged in with John Brown.
That's the second one.
Mary?
Yep, Mary Brown.
What happened to his first one?
I don't know. Somebody knocked her down.
I
On the
wonder if-
stairs, she got a broken neck.
Do you think there's anything else? We gotta check. Make sure before I end the video.
Jeez. Bunch of young deaths. 8, 4, 11 months. Stillborn, 21 months, 16 days, 9, 6, 33 months, 12 months.
These are all his children?
Guess so. Bless you.
Did you get a picture of his first wife or his story? How did I miss that?
This is Andy Brown Adams, housekeeper, watchdog, Kennedy farmhouse. She died after a serious fall, left her with a broken neck.
What happened to her?
This one, carcinoma.
Trial. They brought him to trial in a bed?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now? Trial of John Brown in Charlestown. Now Charlestown, West Virginia. Not fully recovered from sword wounds, lies on a cot. Judge Richard Parker and the prosecutor, Andrew Hunter, are listening to George Hoyt, one of Brown's lawyers.
There's more of these. These are the,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, search.
Take all these too?
Yes, please.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna be gone. We're like, we'll help them put an amazing video together. Look at this. He's about to get hung. This is so cool, Finn.
These are the bad guys?
The insurgents, I think, are the John Brown's
What are
people.
them? Yeah.
Yeah, Oliver Brown, Owen Brown.
Bayoneted as he hid under the fire engine. Unmarked grave near the Shenandoah. So John Brown is buried in North Elba, New York. Apparently. Excuse me.
Is that guy being hung, or is that the guy who's
That's
preparing?
John Brown. That's the guy who's gonna hang him.
That's when you gotta knock you down. Pregnant wife. Oliver. 40th anniversary of the raid is when his remains were moved to Alabama. Oh, here's Owen. You've crippled in one arm since childhood. Last survivor of the 22 men who raided Harper's Ferry. He died at age 67 as a hermit in the California mountainside.
Is this it? Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think so. There's some. Do you want? This is a cool thing to read.
Cried for surrender. The Marines picked up his arms.
Who did? You did?
Jeremiah Goldsmith Anderson. Oh, that's who she was talking about, the Goldsmiths. Oh. He got thrust with a bayonet. Sorry. He was pinned to the rear wall. Sorry, bud.
Oh, which guy? This one.
He was unpinned and laid in the street, staring and spitting tobacco juice on him. When he finally died, his body was crammed into a barrel, taken to a medical school in Winchester for dissection. 26 years old. What happened over here?
This is cool.
It wasn't until the last year of his life he grew his beard.
You have just seen a series of exhibits depicting highlights of the controversial life of John Brown. The true character of John Brown is as much an enigma today as it was when he attacked Harper's Ferry with a handful of men, and as it was when he set foot on the gallows at Charlestown and waited with serenity for the drop into eternity. One thing is indisputable. John Brown was motivated by pure idealism. He wanted to free the enslaved of this nation, to lift the sin of slavery from the conscience of America. His memory goes marching on.
Whoa. Whoa. There's some scene right here. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. my goodness.
Wow. Do you get pictures of those two things?
I did.
Thanks.
This is some scene.
It's really crazy, right?
Yeah. Wow. We're gonna get rid of this?
I want to make the outro.
Crazy.
What is up there?
It's an old set of steps. Isn't it?
Watch out.
You have just seen a series of exhibits depicting highlights of the controversial life of John Brown. The true character of John Brown is as much an enigma today as it was when he attacked Harper's Ferry with a handful of men, and as it was when he set foot on the gallows at Charlestown and waited with serenity for the drop into eternity. One thing is indisputable. John Brown was motivated by pure idealism. He wanted to free the enslaved of this nation, to lift the sin of slavery from the conscience of America. His memory goes marching on.
Okay, that is it. Hope you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe and
Hit like and subscribe.
catch you later.